Hi everybody, my name's Esther, and in this video we're going to talk about something that almost everybody uses these days. Now, everybody's busy these days, right? They're always going somewhere and they don't really have time to use their computers at home. So what do they use? They use a mobile computer, a computer that they can take maybe to a cafe or maybe even to a park, right? You can just sit down and use that computer. Now, in Korea, we use the word notebook to describe that type of computer. But actually, that's not the right word. In English, in proper English, the word is laptop. Now, that word comes from lap, which is when we sit down, the part of our legs that folds, right? And top, meaning on top of. We can put that computer on top of our lap, and that's why it's called a laptop, not a notebook. Actually, in English, this is a notebook, right? A book with paper and maybe lines on the paper. Only this is a notebook. In Korea, people call it a note or note, right? But that's not correct. Again, this is a notebook, and the computer that we carry around is called a laptop, right? Okay, so let's look at a couple examples. Here's the first one. I'm writing a letter on my laptop. I'm writing a letter on my laptop. That means I'm typing a letter, right? I'm typing a letter. Maybe I'll send it through email, or maybe I'll print it and give it to the person. If we look at the second example sentence, I'm writing a letter in my notebook. I'm writing a letter in my notebook. This means I'm writing a letter here with a pen or pencil and in my notebook, right? So also, please notice that in the first sentence, when we use a computer or laptop, we would say a letter on my laptop. However, if we're writing in a notebook, again, we say in my notebook or in a notebook. Okay, so again, this one, not a note. This is a notebook, and what Koreans call a notebook, the computer, is laptop. Now, I want to share a funny story with you guys about the first time I heard the word notebook to talk about a laptop. When I came to Korea a couple years ago, I had a Korean friend, and she told me that she bought a notebook for $500 the day before. And I was really surprised. I thought, what's so special about this notebook? I couldn't imagine any notebook, even if it had gold on it, right? I couldn't imagine any notebook costing that much. And when I asked her, why would you pay that much for a notebook? She told me it was actually very cheap for a notebook. And as we got to talking, that's when I realized that it's not a notebook that we write on with pen and paper or pencil, but actually a laptop computer. And that's how I first learned about the difference between a laptop and a notebook. So next time, make sure that when you guys are going to a computer store or maybe looking at some notebooks or laptops, make sure you ask a laptop, not a notebook, okay? All right, well, thank you, and I hope you guys learned something from this video. Bye.